Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Rainbow Warriors of the Universal Tribe of Peace. On this powerful day, Solaris continues pumping out multiple solar flares as he produces 18 sunspots from region 3007, an activated sunspot number of 173 today. This is encoded with our 37 into the 73 code of heaven on earth. The synchronicities are constantly being projected into our consciousness for the gnosis of the Great Spirit to transmit the higher wisdom into the minds and souls of our starseed ground crew of the 144. Along with the gamma plasma energetics flooding this realm from the great central sun, we have had many pulses of higher resonance appearing on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 25, 20, 19, 35, and a massive blast at 43 Hertz. The pink ray of Lady Portia and the pink rose of Divine Feminine Magdalene is being transmitted mind to mind to you for full integration of the unconditional love of the Holy Mother of the virgin waters of pure consciousness, the innocence of all life. The fires of the passion are blazing bright in the living hearts of all guardians of the new earth, preparing all for the resurrection and ascension into the light. To free yourself from the false matrix, you must find the peace within your body, heart, mind, and spirit. Step off the Ferris wheel of the karma of samsara and into the dharma, the truth of the great mystery beyond all concepts and is unchanging. It is in the silence and stillness in your source center that is the path and portal to freedom and redemption. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Love is the only way. Life is eternal and timeless in this now. The false lower self always tries to pretend that the battle is outside itself, when in reality the battles are always within. We must release and let go of all battles to free ourselves from the lower 3D matrix. For in truth, nothing is as it seems, nor is it otherwise. Please remember that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas, but the pure awareness is converted to the three hells, the frightened animal, the angry demon, and the hungry ghost. All things are perfectly resolved in the unborn mind of Buddha. The power is in the silence, the truth in the stillness. This is the kingdom of heaven within, our true nature of pure awareness, the original unborn mind of spirit that is always free. We are in the final phase of clearing and purification of all nadis in the physical vessel as our vehicle of light. The Merkaba comes into full spin phase of transformation into the rainbow body of the clear light of bliss. Be this, here and now, a whole. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor, share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And today, on this beautiful auspicious day, as I was in the sacred portal of the New Earth and Gaia, she sent me her beautiful children and surrounded me with these precious tiny little birds, look like little wren. This is the image in the beginning and the short video that I shot today. Be sure to go out to nature and spend time grounding and anchoring into the earth. I also recorded and uploaded to our Sangha, the Eagle and Condor tribe on Patreon, a very special Dharma talk for the new earth, so be sure to check that out. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 25 degrees 19 minutes Sagittarius. The sun is at 27 degrees 15 minutes Taurus. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 28 degrees Taurus. A mature woman reawakened to romance. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 26 degrees Sagittarius. A flag bearer in a battle from astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Lama Tsoltrim Alion. Mind itself is the clear nature of vast space, and any thought or memory whatsoever can arise within it, just as waves and such can appear in the ocean without a mover, so any kind of good or bad thoughts arise in the mind. Machig Labdron. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Jillian Macbeth. In Na Sirius, from star heart to earth heart, Sirius has been honored since ancient times. In Atlantis, the mysteries came from the star Sirius via the high priestesses. After the third fall of Atlantis, the Syrian mysteries spread into ancient Egypt. Sirius is the home of the cosmic Christ for this entire galaxy. It has always been a spiritual prototype for Earth. The little solar jewels that hold dormant DNA encodings wait for specific stellar emanations to open sealed cellular files. Visualize the emanations and radiance of Sirius coming into your Earth heart, creating a recollection of your star heart. Sirius gives you the gift of the cycles of time, reconnecting all sacred spaces through time and space, on and off planet. The tone of creation sounds in every cell of your body on Earth and cycles through all 144 levels of your light body. Without the help of humans, the light from deep space, far-off galaxies, and event horizons would just continue to travel endlessly without ever stopping. Light needs you as much as you need light. It's a symbiotic relationship, a sacredly arranged marriage. From the quantumawakening.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Roberto Nunez. The universe opened the door you've been praying for. Ignore distraction and prepare to receive. May the energy visit your temple with answered prayers, blessings, vibrations, and favors that you have never experienced. Lots of solar flares coming now. Welcome to the golden age with amazing views, truth, justice, love, and unity consciousness. Certainly grounding connection to stabilize this light and observe your pets and plants while feeling the stronger energy shift. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ali Ray. Life may at times seem confusing, challenging, and without order, but when you live from your heart and interpret from your heart's wisdom, you discover that everything, absolutely everything, is perfect. What you think you see on the surface is actually not at all what is really going on. Beneath the surface is an ever-unfolding divine love. It's there in every subtle detail. If you could see every perceived problem from the heart's perspective, you could never again curse anyone or any circumstances. When you truly know this, you become free, and you become one with the love that is truly all that is. There is nothing at its essence that is not love. And when you perceive your problems in this new way, you will see the purpose, the gift, and the love is absolutely everything. It is through the heart that we find deep healing and feel profound gratitude and love for absolutely everything, including our own being. And we remember the truth. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Isis Channelings, Vesak Blood Moon Eclipse, transitioning from Pyramid of Life to Circle of Life, in alignment with Ma'at and Sekhmet, Kundalini serpent energies. It is 42 guiding principles of Ma'at, of God's goddess will of ancient times, which were reintroduced later via the 10 Commandments of Moses and the Eightfold Path of Buddha, that are highlighted on this Vesak Beltane Blood Moon lunar eclipse that was on the 16th. Coinciding with the lunar Beltane. As human embodiments, we were always meant to be the highest channels of God's will via our free will, as Earth is an experiment in free will. The upholders of Ma'at's principles of truth, balance, order, harmony, divine law, morality, and justice. The guardians of Ma'at are the lion energies, Sekhmet, and serpent energies, Kundalini, Wayet. According to Vedic astrology, actual placement of the planets, the eclipse begins in Libra, Ma'at, and moves into Scorpio right below Ophiuchus, serpent bearer. Ma'at, along with Sekhmet and Waziet, had appeared in almost every single channeling session and my own individual shamanic journeys during this eclipse gateway, along with the theme of kundalini rewiring and death and rebirth. Our creative life force energies, kundalini, serpent, Waziet energies were always meant to create, manifest, and uphold a balanced world web spun via the delicate interweaving together of spirit and matter. Divine and human, light and dark, known and unknown, masculine and feminine, intellect and intuition, intention and action, passion and groundedness, foundation and flow. A web of life that honored interconnectedness between all sentient expressions of life force. Earth, animals, plants, humanity, with each aspect intrinsically connected to all that is. Each aspect equal, a giver and receiver. Each aspect a sacred and divine reflection of source light. And when this sacred circle of light was distorted by patriarchal ideals of power pyramid hierarchy of greed, domination, control, and subversion, it led to a top-heavy hierarchy of human power distortion that sucked out the very life force from the base that supported it via Earth and her resources, animals, and plants. Hence the need for fierce lioness, Sekhmet retribution and protection in order to realign with God's will, Ma'at's principles, commandments of Moses, Buddha's guidelines for enlightenment and ascension. This is where we are at now, and this is the blood moon eclipse which is stirring up the cauldron of transformation, bringing in its wake karmic retribution where sovereignty, boundaries of other sentient beings were compromised for self-serving agendas, and also the return of soul gifts, talents, siddhis, hidden powers that were once earned but lost, misused. A total rewiring of the kundalini DNA is hence underway, for if we are to realign with our soul gifts, essence, all that which is out of alignment or no longer needed, karmic debts paid and lessons learned must be released. While we are being rerouted to new ways of self-care and self-love, and honoring the sovereignty of self and others, pay attention to what situations seem challenging in the now, for there is a good chance it's a test to see if lessons of past karmic blunders have truly been learnt, especially when valuing versus control over the sovereignty, boundaries of others, as we are required to step down from the pyramid of patriarchal hierarchy and take our place along the circular web of co-creation of life, each equal and in harmony, balance, justice, and truth. These kundalini rewiring, death, and rebirth will be felt most acutely in the root chakra, Scorpio energies, karmic cords, debts of past lifetimes, womb, Hathor energies, union, marriage of gold and silver serpent that heals the wounds of the shadow feminine and shadow masculine, for us to realign with our womb power, powers of creation, alchemy, and manifestation driven by passion, joy, and purpose for the new creations, to unfold in the solar plexus, Sekhmet, as this is where the heat is produced, for Sekhmet's transformational cauldron, which we are all currently swimming in. Simultaneously, there is also the life review process, which we are undergoing with Bast, where we decide dreams or shamanic journeying, our soul path of soul progression, accommodating lessons that still remain unlearned, shadow aspects, unhealed mother wounds, patriarchal wounds that prevailed during our tests, and the intentions that we are required to manifest, action path, as equal co-creators in the circular web of life, along with Earth and all that is. The current codes of reset have an additional goddess Hathor connection, for I'm feeling major realignment with the air chakras, sudden pressure change and sounds, and the zeal chakra, well of dreams. A lot unfolding in dream time, and the birthing of the powers of prophecy. It's the trinity power of Sekhmet, Bast, Hathor at full steam ahead. Intense much, and light in grace and joy. Be the change you want to see. Sa-ke na, from isischannelings.wordpress.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Raylene Brady. The bird tribes are converging. I was awake most of the night with the full moon eclipse downloading and leveling up with lucidity as an unfamiliar vibratory rate entered my fields and forms. I now understand this to be occurring both within the personal and planetary fields and forms of all sentient beings to varying degrees. At one stage, the energies really intensified, and 3 seemingly disconnected words of various language kept repeating over and over, words seemingly unfamiliar to my personality self, or were they? Manu, too, Maori for bird, which I intuited as bird tribe you are. Manu in Sanskrit is, interestingly, the name of the father of humanity and survivor of the first earthly flood in Veda culture. Bairu, English and Papua New Guinea, one who is a plumer, dealing in plumes, quills, and feathers. And Biru, Japanese related to a lofty position, also related to being of blue hues in multiple Asian languages. Gregory, the Watchers, elite angelics, beneficent protectors first of the angelics sent to earth to help humanity. However, may also be fallen angels, maleficent as some switched camp on arrival, falling from their lofty post, with the majority wiped out. However, a few of them still remain within the inner earth realms, teaming up with other malevolents, and have been wreaking havoc ever since. Surprisingly, all 3 words are avian related. You can't make this shift up. It was then that I experienced the following transmission being pulled through my vessel all at once, and have only now found words for the story in now time. I then heard the blue avian races are taking the fallen Gregory to task. The councils of council have convened and are now stepping in to shift gears with what has been occurring with humanity and pantomime of their own loosely put wayward races. No judgment or labels required with integrating and imbibing and emitting frequencies, as all is always in accord with all our highest learning and exchange within the dimensional realms of our beloved Earth star and cosmos. As more awakened beings remain in their heart space and lovingly radiate out as pure knowing into the world, we are as a collective, free will choosing to free up any and all outmoded templates and timelines, opting to hold our optimal realities as pure, unadulterated visioning. All in the supercharged now is in deep transfiguration in order to unify the fields and forms of galactic Gaia. Our environment, the natural worlds, is like a desire tree, perpetually reflecting according to our consciousness and our sincere desire to know. In this way, multiple and impactful paradigm shifting is taking place within and on the surface of our planetary fields. Therefore, obsolescent roles and identities are metamorphosizing for all within our galaxy with what is occurring at this juncture. This is beyond tangible. This is pure and sovereign source code embodiment. The blue avians are a unique 12D and beyond royal star race appearing as hybrid birds. They do not hail from any one particular star system and can travel through the multiverse at will. Blue avians are simply magnificent, gracious beings that hold the frequency of unity consciousness very strongly. They never take sides and are here to support humankind as ambassadors of alchemizing unity and diversity, and to seed expansive consciousness through their keen sense of humor, and holding space in our endeavors of lightening and expanding our frontiers of pure thought and creation. So much of the illusory play regarding separation and distortions have been integrating within the collective unconscious, allowing conscious states of being to arise into full remembrance. Blue avians are holding space for those opening up and clearing density from the inner earth portals that have been closed off by malevolent avian Gregory, winged ones with superiority complexes. They are currently overseeing those who are very busy with finding ways to reopening and traversing the polar openings of the North and South Poles in the Arctic and Antarctic regions. Service to others visiting species, such as the Pleiadians, as this has become the presiding vibratory rate of awakening starseeds now, A convergence of duality reality and polarity pole, linear constructs, are convening as a fluid vector field. For example, a pair of lines of longitude are parallel at the equator but converge towards the poles. Blue avian races hold lofty visionary skill and never step in to fix things when there are earthly and galactic war enactments. They simply and lovingly bear witness and impulse us with what they embody divine unification and are masters of observation with absolute impeccability, a trait that they are guiding us in, shifting our feeling in fear and survival to love, life, and thrival mode. This is a quality we are all remembering to fully and freely imbibe now. May grace and godhood prevail. Raylene Brady. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Amira Atlantis. The Atlanteans and the Chakras. My journeys into Atlantean past lives have revealed that as temple healers, Atlanteans, we came in with a full 13 chakra template. All Atlanteans are fully actualized in their aura and energy fields, with all centers open, active, and balanced. The healing temples were originally set up to help the community maintain their high vibrations and divine connection through tune-ups as needed. Color therapy was very important to refresh, revitalize, and amp up the intention of each chakra. I remember 13 very vibrant lights, illuminated crystals, above the healing tables that were made of crystals or a crystal slab. The tables looked uncomfortable but were not. With assistance from the healers, the Atlanteans could shift the density of their bodies from solid to more fluid to merge with the crystal beds and receive their treatments. The healer priestess would help them to stay connected to their planet star system of origin by keeping the energetic lines between the individual and the planetary energy in alignment. This was important because each soul on Atlantis brought something significant and helpful to the community as a whole by expressing their own particular lineage, gifts, and wisdom offered by that star system or planet. Atlantis was a diverse melting pot, and the souls who came to live there were valued for the knowledge, wisdom, and overall imprinting of energy that added to the collective experience for the community. The healers would make sure that the transmissions, energy lines, and ancestral lines remained intact so the beings there could maintain their connection, familial, lineage, and unique heritage. The Atlantean community thrived on cultivating and assimilating differences as a cultural gateway to honoring oneness. Atlantis rising. Hail Atlantis, oceans of aloha, Amera Atlantis, star of the sea, Poseidon's beloved, keeper of the Atlantean flame, from AmeraAtlantis.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin. The key to exiting the false projections of this matrix simulation with all its inversions, illusion, and delusions of the ego mind, the Maya, is to remember fully again that we are dreaming and imagining all of this into existence, and that it is time to dream all new worlds into being, to awaken from the dream of forgetfulness to our true eternal nature that is timeless, formless, limitless, boundless, that has never been born and never dies. All else is a dream that we keep projecting always from the one mind. It's time to awaken fully now, as the one consciousness unifies and remembers itself as one again, because all that is not based in love is simply a false projection of the artificial ego mind, an inversion of the truth that is everlasting and cannot be questioned, and that ignites now from deep within the crystalline caves and core of Nova Gaia and each self. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Seraph Night. Patience, dear hearts, it's okay. Dearest family of light, it's game on. This is a game changer with the current influxes of energy portals and the purging of the collective consciousness. Things haven't been this intense for many years. This is a lifetime journey, and we are in full swing of the unfolding here. There is a monumental two-world split as I write this. To be honest with you all, this will be a challenging year as events unfold here for humanity. The Earth will also be going through many physical shifts as the landscape changes over time. There will be earthquakes and tidal surges. There will be challenges ahead as the old power slowly crumbles away to make way for the new. What we all want is our freedom and sovereignty restored as our rightful place. Many souls are going through a deep, phenomenal metamorphosis within of purging the old 3D paradigm of conditioning as we continue to serve God and embody our crystalline structure. The divine plan is unfolding more each day as humanity awakens from a deep hypnosis of being controlled and manipulated by powers here. We are not here to blame or hate as we created this experience to awaken to our divinity and true God. There is no time frame, for time is a man-made construct of linear design. Time is eternal, as we are eternal beings of light and love. We are dark and light and are merging, integrating our own shadows as we transcend the old earth. Keep loving, keep going, starseeds and lightworkers. We've got this. In loving devotion to God and humanity. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, I just love the new energies pouring in as the new earth and the new life is sprouting forth. Everything is buzzing, and with it there greater communication channels will open between humans, animals, birds, trees, nature, waters, elementals, and all forms of expressions of life, seen and unseen, known and unknown. Telepathy is the key as our psychic abilities increase, as does our capacity to work and live from the open heart, filled with unconditional love for self and others, as we become as one with the divinity within us, and thus radiate this forth outwards, as within, so without. The new Earth's crystalline grid is now in place and pulsating with life, and it of the 7th dimensional frequency band connected once more to the 7th central sun of illumination, the original central sun of this galaxy and solar system that was originally attached to before the wars of heavens. We will start to experience and live unity consciousness, and groups of souls will be pulled together now to create communities, which is to be self-sustaining, and where each soul will slot into the greater whole, and thus all will work together for the greater whole, and will be as one in heart and soul as talents, abilities, skills are pooled, and the crystal pyramid temples of illumination rise all over the new earth, and thus all connected as one with the rest of creation. Life will become an act of love, as love will be the motivating factor, and one will do what one loves, with great inspiration and creativity, and love what one is creating or bringing to the fore, and all of this will perfectly sync with the rest of creation and humanity as all is one. It is all rising. The new earth life is here. Yet it is up to you to choose whether you wish to carry on being as you did before in the old earth, or to finally resolve it all and be purified and transfigured into the new light body form and the new earth. And this transfiguration is now accelerated. The key to this all is love, unconditional love for self and others, as the transfiguration goes through the heart and soul, as the soul is ready to let go of all old patterns, belief systems, limitations, pain and suffering, and allows itself to be reshaped, reborn, and thus steps into a totally new creation. The new earth is incredibly beautiful, and she is pulsating with vibrant new life, and thus her crystalline web of light is filled with such beautiful, pulsating energy. I cannot even try to describe it. It is best felt. The new age of love is here. Oneness, harmony, unity, peace. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. A new path of learning is entering in quickly. This may come as surprising changes that are suddenly releasing you from constraints. The masculine is now able to get grounded with the feminine, go deeper into his emotions, and let love prevail. This is the gift of complete submersion, of reunion back into oneness, wholeness, and balance. It is now becoming easier to make healthier choices and implement daily changes to attain your new goals. As you continue healing in a unified field, you can attract and receive joy and the infinite supply of the universe. Hope and optimism will continue expanding as the past neutralizes into the 0 point for the brand new beginnings. Be in the flow with the process and surrender time and impatience. You're just getting started, reborn. There is no rush, beloved. Simply enjoy this moment of alchemizing into your new vibration. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Saturn in Aquarius semi-sextile Neptune in Pisces. A neighborly connection between the planet of accomplishment and manifestation and the planet of vision and imagination prompts us to explore what we hope to achieve. Whether personal or professional, small or large, we all have something that we wish to bring into the world. A novel, a website, a new home, a child, a community project, or a new business. All are birthed in the cosmic womb, nourished and nurtured by time and energy. Even if the time isn't right to bring ideas to fruition, there's nothing to stop us refining, dreaming, crystallizing, planning. For some, this aspect may prompt a reality check that means remolding and reshaping an idea into something that is viable for growth in the outer world. Sometimes there can be a tendency to hold so tight to our vision that we refuse to deviate or diversify. Stubbornness results in cracks in our dreams. Release fantasies that have no substance. Breathe life into feasible ideas, then let them take on a life of their own. Give yourself permission to believe. Get inspired by what is possible. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 259, Blue Crystal Storm. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedication, and universalize. Crystal days are great for getting together in groups, finding your people, and working in teams. This teaches us that we do not have to struggle alone on our journey, that others are facing the same challenges. By supporting one another and sharing our experiences, we can then progress down our path. The 12th day of a wave spell is the day traditionally that people get together to hold a crystal court. The gathering is for sharing experiences about the calendar and learning from each other. Today is Blue Storm, which represents catalyzed energy and self-generation. Storms are full of energy, and much can be accomplished by harnessing this energy. As the storm is combined with the number 12, this suggests that sweeping changes can be made if you team up with other people. It's the most revolutionary day in the Tzolk'in. There's so much energy in the storm. It'd be wasteful not to make use of it. Tomorrow is the last day of the Tzolk'in, and these last few days are always intense. Stormy days are seldom relaxing, and this stormy day in particular is wild, just because of its taking place in the last wave spell. Contemplate the changes you want to make in your life, and also think about what changes have taken place in the last 260 days. Soon we begin a whole new spin of the Tzolk'in, but you must assess how you did this time round before the cycle starts again. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Crystal Storm, 12 Ka'uak, Keen 259, 17th of May 2022, Storm Warning, the storm is here. Global transformation through cooperation. 17/5/2022 equal 856 equal 811 equal 82 equal 10 equal 1. Day codes 17 legacy immortality, 8 abundant infinite source flow, 10 manifestation authority power, 1 new beginnings leader original. Month year codes 5 freedom liberation, change transformation movement. 6 heaven Christ family romance fertility. 11 illumination portal gate polarity. 2 twins cooperation partner duality. 20 the awakening clear vision. 22 architect of peace master builder. Keen 259 equals 16 equals 7 magic spiritual mystic. A hugely transformative legendary as we band together in our united purpose and watch magic happen. Today is the second to the last day, day 259 in the Tzolk'in 260-day calendar. We are in day 12 of the Yellow Star wave spell, headed towards our evolution as golden Christed star bliss suns, expanding into supernova status as bright shining superstars. Yesterday, the lunar eclipse and white spectral mirror reflected all cracks, distortions, and disharmony that needed to be released, and today Blue Storm follows up like a giant street sweeper, clearing away any remaining dust and debris, and then flushing them down the drain, washing our streets and planet clean again. What a brilliant metaphor for what will unfold today. The dream spell is such an accurate GPS for our planetary evolution. This is the final purge of this 260-day cycle that birthed 9 months ago on the 1st of September 2021. We are flushing away the old, dirty, stagnant energies in order to fully anchor our mighty I Am presence. Tomorrow, with the coming of the yellow cosmic sun, heralding our arrival as the children of the sun, golden, Christed, Buddha angelic humans, a huge evolutionary, personal and collective breakthrough is upon us. Day 12 of the spectacular Yellow Star wave spell, the last of 20 wave spells, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives, so that our lives become a living work of art. And so we reach day 12 and the final countdown to piercing the veil through to Source. Today we are catalyzing tremendous powerful forces for transformation and self-generation of ourselves and our planetary body through uniting together through universal consciousness. Very exciting times indeed, star, bliss suns, tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm, action, universalize, power, dedicate, essence, cooperation. Through the space and freedom engendered by yesterday's spectral phase, new partnerships emerge, energy comes together, and crystal beings form. Stories must be shared for what great adventures we have had, planetary kin, and what grand stories they are. Today we have a universal connection of our collective minds. Day 12 of the Yellow Star wave spell is about cooperation. We are joining together with our kin, dedicating our minds to attaining harmony and peace through our unified purpose, broadcasting this through the holographic crystalline grid. The daily numerology is 17, 10, 1, using our power and authority to manifest new beginnings and bringing forth divine connections to create magic in our planetary transformation, magical divine connections and cooperative alliances for the common good, all magnifying the power of the crystal tone. The diamond crystalline grid is now complete, ready, and open for operations. Telepathy rules the order of the day and becomes the new Wi-Fi. All new systems are now online, fully loaded onto the collective mainframe after yesterday's eclipse clear and reformat and ready for the rollout. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Tune in to those airwaves on the CB radios for all the latest breaking news. Let us all stand together in full remembrance of our starlight. The return of the new golden era is imminent. Hallelujah. Today's question is, how can we catalyze these magical transformational energies to become more dedicated to the universal God force, uniting humanity as one global family under the divine plan? Buckle up, beautiful, beloved star bliss suns. The storm is here. Batten down the hatches. May you seek safe harbor through the chaos until tomorrow, when the yellow cosmic sun rises on a new cosmic dawn. Aho, planetary kin. Godspeed our journey into the light. Victory to the light. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger. Keen 66. Keen 259. Blue Crystal Storm. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to catalyze, universalizing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of magic. And on this powerful, magical day, beloved beings of light, let us know that in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. If you'd like to help support us and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sistar of the Light, Marianne Magady, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sistar, for your continued support. We appreciate you very much, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support our work. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy, 444 coming in. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from the Summit Lighthouse. How do you know what God's will is? Elizabeth Clare Prophet has found that God will never fail to reveal himself to us if we persistently seek him. The answer to the question, how do you know God's will, is simply ask. Ask God, what is your will for me today? And when you have asked, go about your daily duties. You will find that in the alchemy of the day, in its unfoldment, in the blending of forces, in the movement of your mind with the mind of God, God will reveal his will not so much by a spoken word, but by the very action of his Spirit in and through you. God's will is like the unfolding rose. It unfolds like a spiral, and we come to understand it proportionately as we keep ourselves attuned to the mind of God, and as we keep active, doing the best we know how to do each day for him, for our family, and for our community. With that, thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. 1717 coming in, 88 portal, Lionsgate of the Lyra Nation, the royal lions of the new Lemuria coming in. Have a most beautiful and blessed rest of your week and last day tomorrow of the yellow star wave spell. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.